What's this video about, you may be asking? You know what? I have no fucking idea what video topics to do anymore. Because this world has gone so fucking upside down within the last 15 years, 16 years this year. That's so crazy to even live in the United States and live a normal life. Here's what I mean. Look, I may be non-religious. I may not, believe in any higher power, but there are people who do believe in a higher power. But whenever a tragedy happens, you have the non-religious group that pulls this shit all the time, and it really fucking pisses me off. You see, non-religious people do the following. Oh, prayers don't work. Prayers don't do this. Prayers don't do that. Look, is it statistically true that prayers work? Look at the science of it. No, but yeah, true. While prayers may not actually do anything physically, it at least gives a comfort to those victims of a fucking mass shooting. Okay? And the other thing is on the religious side, just because someone like me doesn't believe in a higher power doesn't make us a fucking immoral person. Okay, I'm sick of these two sides arguing at each other because it's repetitive and stupid. Yes, there are Muslims and Christians who go after radical Islam. There are Muslims and Christians who go after extreme Christianity. There are Jewish people who go after extreme Judaism. Yes, there are religious people who go after the extreme forms of their religion. But yet, at the same time, though, for Christ's sake, liberals, please say something against radical Islam because it's fucking stupid. Every time I see a YouTube video on YouTube, there's always a oversensitive liberal saying, "Oh, Islam's a religion of peace. Islam is this. Islam is that. Muslims are this. Muslims are that." Look, I don't have any problem against Islam. Like I don't have a problem against Christianity or Judaism. However though, radical Islam is a dangerous ideology. It's killed a lot of people within the past 2-3 years so far. 15 years at that. 9/11 was an act of radical Islam. For Christ's sake, these are just the fucking facts, liberals, okay? These are the facts. Criticize radical Islam. Look, I'm against hatred of Muslims too. Of Muslims who are, normal human beings. And that's the same thing. Like, I'm not against Christianity, so I'm not gonna, criticize the Christians who are normal, rational human beings. But I will criticize those who are normal and rational human beings. Like that fucking priest that said that the Orlando mass shooting was a good thing. Yeah, he's not the only one. But yet, he gets a free pass. Fuck that shit. Seriously, fuck that shit. It's getting ridiculous now. It's getting ridiculous now. All these people that use religion as a disguise for their terrorist acts and for their racism and for their sexism needs to end. These people need to be in prison. And look, and look, and the reason why I'm so pissed off is because for the world that the fact has not only gone 180, but 360. Look, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this, you can't do that, because it's either racist or sexist, whatever. Look, if you live in America, we have the freedom of fucking speech. This is just true. Look, on college campuses, look, if you go to college, you're there to expand your education, not to live in a bubble, okay? Look, you can have your clubs, you can have your this, you can have your that. I'm all fine with that. But don't put a fucking list of words that you can and cannot say on the dorm rooms because you want to make other people feel comfortable. Look, the world is not filled with comfort, okay? There's a lot of discomfort and a lot of tragedy going on in the world this day and age. A lot of tragedy, a lot of discomfort. Look, the only comfort I could think of is maybe, being relieved that I could go to bed at night and still breathe. That's comforting. But But to have these clubs that are exclusive to only this mindset, that mindset, and these clubs that also ban other clubs from holding their events at here because they feel oppressed. Look, if you live in the United States, you have the right to speak however you fucking want to. There are repercussions for certain speech. I understand that. You should understand that too. But guess what? Just because you have the right to speak, just because you have the right to protest like we all do, does not mean every time you say, oh, I'm oppressed, I'm oppressed, I'm repressed, I'm repressed, I'm oppressed. No. You have the right to say what you want. You have the right to protest. You have the right to be wherever the fuck you want to. That's not oppression. That's not oppression. If you want to be oppressed, go to Saudi Arabia. Go to Russia. Go to these places that have horrible laws against gay people and women. That's oppression. A lot of these, college groups today don't know what oppression is because they won't give themselves the time, the time and effort to look up what places are like in other countries. And for those, ultra right-wing conservatives that think America is so terrible under President Obama, look, the country is not terrible under President Obama, okay? The country's not terrible under President Obama. Is it great? No. Look, under any president, the country is not great. This is just the facts. But at the same time, though, conservatives, seriously, one, Obama's not Muslim. He's Christian. He made that perfectly clear 8 fucking years ago, okay? His priest is bigoted. Yeah, that's a problem. His priest is bigoted. That makes his priest a horrible person. But at the same time, though, it's like Obama uses his Christianity in a way that Muhammad Ali used his Islam, in a compassionate way. And did Muhammad Ali speak out against radical Islam after 9/11? Fuck yeah, he did. But at the same time, he also stood up for Muslim Americans who were oppressed by you because you didn't like them because they were Muslim. That's bigotry. The right claims that they're not bigoted, okay? And I understand that. You want to hold on to that Lincoln Republican belief that all people are not less than others because of skin color or ethnicity, but at the same time, though, you go after, anyone who does not look like you. You go after people who don't practice the same religion you do. And it's really fucking annoying. It's hypocrisy. If you want to be the non-bigoted party and prove that the right is not bigoted, how about calling Donald Trump on his bullshit of banning Muslims deporting American Muslims back to Saudi Arabia or back to Syria because that would prove that you don't follow that bigotry line of bullshit, but you follow that fucking line every single goddamn time, and the reason and this is why I love what both parties fucking do all the goddamn time, and it's really annoying at this point. How come is it? And I also include some other groups that commit the same thing. Look, feminism and Black Lives Matter, they're not problematic compared to the bigotry mentality of conservatism. However, though, I do want to point this out. There are some branches of Black Lives Matter that do the following, and the videos are on YouTube. There are branches of Black Lives Matter that say white lives don't matter. Yeah, that's bigotry. That's bigotry. That falls under the line of conservatism. You want to be different from that, right? And for the feminists, men lives don't matter. Men don't get raped. Men aren't victims of sexual harassment. Bullshit. That falls under bigotry too, and discrimination. That falls under the line of conservatism too. Oh, that's right. Just because it's your agenda, your mentality, that doesn't make it bigoted. Yeah, those statements are blatantly bigoted and discriminatory. And look, to the people that are against feminism and Black Lives Matter, look, I'm not against Black Lives Matter. I'm not against feminism. These are both important movements to have in America because they are important. But at the same time, though, let's be real. Look, look, the right's constant criticism of Black Lives Matter, saying they're the new KKK and bullshit like that. No, they are not the new KKK. The KKK is fucking crazy. The KKK will fucking kill whoever they want. They'll kill a white person who thinks black lives are equally important as white lives. They'll kill white people over that. And they've done that in the past. They've killed black and white people alike for marching the civil rights movement. Look, and look, the KKK does not match Black Lives Matter. Not whatsoever. The KKK will burn crosses in front of people's goddamn houses because they want to threaten them that if they don't leave town, they'll kill them. The KKK still does this shit in the South. And look, Black Lives Matter does not equal the KKK. And look, feminism, feminism is not a man-hating club. There are men and women who are feminists. However, though, let's be real. There are some places in America where women are still not treated with fucking equality. This is just facts. In Oklahoma, companies don't cover birth control. Companies don't cover birth control in Oklahoma. Why? Because it's against their religion. They're against abortion because it's against their religion. Well, guess what? Their religion can't triumph over women's rights. People have the right to believe and practice religion whenever they want to, but religion should not be within government. Religion should not be within government because that's just stupid. That means religion has a say over people's individual rights, which is wrong. Religion does not have a say over people's rights. People's rights have a say over religion. That's how the United States works. That's how it always worked. And to have this in America, that's kind of like that's like the Vatican ruling the government. That's exactly what it's like. When I love Pope Francis. I have nothing wrong with him. But there are cardinals who are against gay marriage. So if a cardinal came to America and say, I don't like gay marriage, you should make it illegal, then you have all these anti-gay homophobes in government saying, oh yeah, we're going to do what you want in America, but we're not going to listen to the American people, even though they vote us in every election. Don't you see the stupidity of that? Religion should not triumph the people's rights. The people's rights should triumph over religion. That's how it should always work in America. And one final thing, because, everything has been building up in me for, this whole election season so far. Look, America is not a two-party system, okay? It's not a two-party system. It is not a two-party system. It's a multiple-party system. The Constitution grants us that right. But there are people that believe third parties don't exist, that they have non-existence to them. Bullshit. Yes, they exist, and yes, people vote for them. Do they always win elections? No, but very few and far in between. The third parties win over the major parties. And if you want to rewrite the Constitution and say third parties are illegal, have at it, Hoss. Try to make that happen, but that's not going to happen. But that's ideology, and in theory, that's what people really want. Because when they say that we have a two-party system, no, we don't. In reality, we have a multiple-party system, but the two major parties only get more press coverage than the third parties. Look, if you want people to vote wisely for their country, how about shedding light upon the third parties, for Christ's sake? What about PBS or C-SPAN giving constant attention to the Libertarian Party, the Constitutionalist Party all the time? Why do they do that? Because they know that there's more options for the American people. But if you go to MSNBC, Fox, CNN, They do that same crap over and over. Oh, there's only Democrat and Republican. There's no Libertarian. There's no this. There's no that. Yeah, there is. Look at C-SPAN. They do that all the time. They give coverage to the Constitutionalist Party. They give coverage to the Green Party. They give coverage to the Libertarian Party because they know that there's more options for the American people. If you want a good role model of representing all political ideologies, take a note from C-SPAN. Anyway, I had to blow off steam because, honestly, all that was building up in me this whole past election season since 2012, and the volcano finally exploded. See you guys.